What if I told you that every time I failed, I was actually doing exactly what I was supposed to do? That maybe failure wasn't the enemy, it was the lesson I kept refusing to learn. I used to wake up with this tight knot in my chest. Not anxiety exactly, but a quiet ache. Like something was missing. Like I was already behind on a life I hadn't even started living. I'd roll out of bed and immediately check my phone, scrolling through images of people who looked like they'd figured it out. The success, the joy, the purpose, and there I was, still stuck in the same loop, starting things and giving up, dreaming big and shrinking small. I was trying so hard to succeed, to be seen, to matter, but everything I touched just seemed to fall apart in my hands. There was one night I remember like it happened this morning. I was sitting on the floor of my apartment, lights off, no music, just silence and the hum of the fridge. I had failed again. A project I'd poured months into, gone, rejected, no thank you. I stared at the ceiling and whispered words I didn't want to say out loud. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I never was. And it wasn't just the failure that hurt. It was the story I had started to believe about myself, that I wasn't built for greatness, that some people just had the spark and I didn't. But something small happened after that night. I didn't have a grand realization or hear a voice from the clouds. I just stopped pretending. I stopped chasing what I thought success was supposed to look like. Instead, I asked myself a different question. Not how do I win, but what if I'm looking at this all wrong? And that's when things slowly started to shift. I stopped trying to impress people who were never paying attention in the first place. I stopped measuring my worth by what I could achieve. I started doing one small thing differently. I began showing up, honestly, imperfectly, without the mask. I started writing, even if no one read it. I started speaking, even if my voice shook. I started learning, not to prove anything, but because I wanted to grow. And that's the thing no one tells you about failure. It's not there to shame you, it's there to shape you. Because every time I fell flat, I learned something I didn't know before. Not just about the world, about me. I learned that discipline isn't about grinding yourself into dust. It's about loving yourself enough to keep going, even when it's hard. I learned that success isn't loud. It doesn't always look like a trophy or a viral moment. Sometimes it's just choosing not to quit today. I learned that clarity comes after action, not before. That waiting to feel ready is a trap. And here's the most surprising part. The moment I stopped running from failure, it stopped chasing me. I started seeing patterns. I started finding peace in the process. I started realizing that the life I thought I had to earn, I could start living now. And no, I didn't suddenly become rich or famous or extraordinary, but I became free. Free from the weight of pretending. Free from the lie that I had to be someone else to be worthy. There's this quiet kind of confidence that grows when you finally accept yourself. Not the curated version, not the highlight reel, but the real, raw, unfinished you. And when that happens, you stop needing permission. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop needing everyone to clap. You just begin. So if you're listening to this with that same knot in your chest, wondering if you're falling behind, let me tell you something. I wish someone had told me sooner. You're not broken. You're just becoming. Failure is not your end. It's your evidence that you had the courage to try. And one day, maybe sooner than you think, you'll look back and realize that the thing that made you feel so behind was actually the thing pulling you forward all along. Not every seed blooms overnight, but the ones that take their time, they grow the deepest roots. So show up, quietly if you must, but show up, because everything changes when you do.